Hello, hello, and welcome to CGTN's live stream. Behind me is this wonderful winter wonderland. We're at the Xiling Snow Mountains. Xiling literally translates to the Western Hills. We're in southwest China's Sichuan province. I've been stationed here in this province for more than 6 years, and I have to say, I love it here. For those of you who have watched my live streams before, you know, I always like to use a line. For those of you outside of China who don't know where Sichuan province is, think of hot pot and giant pandas. And Xiling Mountain is about 100 kilometers away from the city center, Chengdu, the provincial capital of Sichuan province. So this is a wonderful getaway for those in Chengdu. Just now, we saw some performers going up the hill. This Ice and Snow Festival opens here at the Xiling Snow Mountain today. So just behind me, you can see this ceremony. Literally just 3 minutes ago, a bunch of wonderful dancers and athletes with snowboards and dancers in giant panda costumes were performing on the stage. You missed it, unfortunately, but there are wonderful shows lined up for us, so hopefully in just a few minutes I'd be able to show it to you. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the Xiling Mountains. We said before that the Xiling Snow Mountain is just 100 kilometers away from the Chengdu city center, and is 2 to 3 hours drive away. So people in Chengdu like to get here as a wonderful escape. You can actually come here in all 4 seasons of the year, not just in the winter for the Ice and Snow Festival, for snowboarding, for building snowman, for enjoying all of these wonderful winter activities. But you can also come here in the spring for beautiful wildflowers, because Sichuan province is in southwest China. As we said, it's a relatively poor province in China compared with other regions because it's in the mountains. But it's so rich in natural beauty, in biodiversity, and you can come here in the summer for the wonderful heat, for the wonderful trees and flowers, and it's a getaway from the city heat. And you can come here in the autumn for the autumn leaves, the golden leaves. And of course, you can come here in the winter, like we are here now, for, like we said, wonderful winter activities. So if you follow my hand and look over there, you can see several girls in these wonderful traditional Chinese costume called Hanfu. So they're waiting to go on stage. So I'm not sure if they actually have the time to say a few sentences to us, but let's go and try our luck. 你好，小姐姐。接下来呢，我们首先呢将会走进一段。It's slippery here. It's not actually snow. It's ice. It's really slippery, icy. I almost just tripped myself. But 你好，小姐姐，你现在有时间跟我们说2句吗？是不是一会儿要上台？可以。So she's about to go on stage, but she has the time to speak a few sentences with us. 一会儿，你是从哪里来的？首先，
四川达州。
达州来的。So she comes from a place called 达州 in Sichuan province. So she's local. 你今天来的主要任务是什么？What do you come here to do today?
首先就是礼仪，可能会上去工作一下，然后其次就是来玩雪。
玩雪是吧？So she has something to do at the opening ceremony, but mainly she comes here to play with snow. 一会儿准备怎么玩？
拍照。
滑。今天就可以滑了吗？
我们带了那种小的那种板子，然后自己去滑的那种。
So she brought her own small snowboards, and she's ready to go up the hill and slide down. 给我们介绍一下你穿的衣服吧。I'm just very interested in the costume that she's wearing.
就是普通的衣服，汉服。
就是一个。So this is a Hanfu costume. 冷不冷啊？ Are you cold at all?
就是有点冷，但是我里面穿了自己的衣服的。
好，谢谢。你好，请问一下，你也是就是一会儿准备上台进行一些表演的吗？
我是礼仪，这里的礼仪。对。
那是从哪里来的？ Where do you come from?
我就是成都的。
就是成都的。 So she comes from the city center Chengdu. 给我们看一下你穿的衣服好吗？冷不冷？
因为穿的毛衣有点冷。
里面穿的毛衣，看一下。So she's wearing her own clothes inside, a sweater inside.
毛呢的一个披风。
Okay, so she says she's a little cold. 要坚持多长时间在这种温度下？
我们要工作到下午4点。
要工作到下午4点吗？是要冻透了。
还好啦，穿的厚一点就行。
So she's gonna work till what time is it now? It's about 10:58 Beijing time. And she's going to work till 4 in the afternoon. And she's wearing very little in this cold weather. I think it's -0 degrees Celsius now. So a long day to go for these girls. 那你们注意保暖，注意多喝热水。Thank you. 谢谢。So let's see what's going on stage. Not much. They're just playing a promo on stage. So the Xiling Snow Mountain ski resort is actually the only ski resort, the only national level ski resort in southwest China, because China is in the northern hemisphere, and we all know that if you go south, the closer you go to the equator, the weather gets warmer. So typically you don't have this kind of cold weather in the winter for snow activities. But Sichuan province is very different because, like we said before, it's very rich in natural beauty. It's got various geological offerings. So we're now on a plateau. We're located about 2,003 meters above sea level. And the highest mountain in the Xiling Snow Mountain is actually 5,000 meters above sea level. So you have this wonderful variety of different geographical, geological offerings. So the higher you get, the colder you get. And what's wonderful about the Xiling Mountain is that it's also close to the Chengdu city center, giving it this dual quality of being on a plateau and being close to the city center. So it's really easy to build this kind of national level skiing resort, snow activity resort here in this region. So I think the actors and actresses are actually hiding behind the horizon up the hill because we saw them going up in the cable cars, ready to snowboard down the hill. But we can see the fog is also very heavy. So this year, this is the 23rd Ice and Snow Festival here in the Xiling Mountain, 23rd. So it was continuous in the past 3 years, undisrupted by the COVID-19 epidemic. But this year is actually a little different because it comes right after China released its COVID policies. So many people are afraid of getting infected. So the workers here told me that they were actually expecting up to 3,000 visitors per day, but they're only getting a few hundred each day. And we came here the day before yesterday to prepare for this live stream and shoot our TV report, but we found that there are not too many visitors here. But still, it doesn't affect this wonderful scenery. And it's actually quite wonderful to be able to get here when there are so few people disrupting the scene. So we can see a girl in her Hanfu clothing about to go up the stage.
谢谢各位领导和嘉宾，亲爱的媒体朋友们，亲爱的游客们，大家上午好。成都之巅，瑞雪迎宾，非常荣幸与大家共同相聚在西岭雪山。
Okay, this speaker is from the Chengdu Cultural and Tourism Group, making a speech welcoming those who came here. And he's introducing Chengdu as this city under a snow hill, which is quite accurate because as as Chengdu's environment gets better, you can actually see these snow mountains in the skyline. There's a group of photographers, I think, called Xiling Snow Mountain, looking west to the snow mountains. Practically, all they do is climbing various buildings on a clear day to take photographs of the snow mountain against the backdrop of the city skyline. And they've taken some wonderful, wonderful photos. I wish I could show it to you now. Right, and he's introducing giant pandas, like I said at the top of the show. Chengdu, it's the hometown, as many local people especially believe, that people always joke about Chengdu that everyone has a giant panda as a pet. It's a joke, actually, but giant pandas are actually a name card for the city and the province, Chengdu City and Sichuan province. And there's a giant panda breeding and research center in Chengdu. For those of you outside of China, I think many of you may have heard about the city because I know you all like giant pandas, and me, for one, a lot of my Western friends travel here to Chengdu just for a chance of looking at the giant pandas and feeding them, and they spend a ton of money on it. So it is a cute animal. It is China's name card. It is for sure Sichuan and Chengdu's name card. And we can see this performer in a giant panda costume behind us, and he's just patting his own stomach. I want to go talk to him. 你好，我们是总台英语频道的记者，我想问一下你。The panda got shy. The panda got shy. 这个衣服冷不冷？不冷。He said he's not cold. Are you a he or a she? 你是一个男熊猫还是一个女熊猫？男熊猫。So this is a boy panda. And 我刚才看见你在摸你自己的肚皮。I saw you patting your own stomach just now. 为什么要摸肚皮？觉得自己很可爱，是不是？ He thinks he's cute. Can we see your real face? 我们可以看看你的脸吗？不可以。This is a very shy panda. 你今天是来跳舞的，还是来？不是来跳舞的。So he's not here for dancing. 那你是来干什么的？你可以给我们跳一个吗？ Can you show your dance to us? Oh, he's just so cute. 谢谢，真的不想展示一下吗？你刚才跳的好好看呀。Thank you， 谢谢。A shy panda. We saw quite a few quite talkative ones just before the show started, but this is definitely a shy one. Okay, this is the vice head of Dayi County. Dayi County is actually a county of Chengdu province, the Chengdu city, where the Xiling Snow Mountain is located. Yeah, so she's saying, like I said before, that the Xiling Snow Mountain is selected as the first batch of the national level ski resort in China. I'm coughing a little bit because the weather is really dry here and it's cold. Okay. So she's saying that they're hoping to use tourism in the Xiling Snow Mountain as an anchor point for developing other economic activities in the region. Yeah. So I wanted to, this is actually a historically famous region. In the Tang Dynasty, back in the 700 and 800, this very, very, very important Chinese, in fact, one of the most famous poets in ancient China named Du Fu actually wrote about the Xiling Mountains in a poem, and I just wanted to read the two most famous lines. He said, "The window frames the western hills, snow of 1,000 autumns. At the door is moored from eastern Wu, a boat of 10,000 li." It's actually really beautiful in Chinese, and I think it still carries that same kind of language beauty when it's translated into English.
的确呢，在我们的好多的视频都能刷到我们4位达人呢他们的精彩的作品。
Right, so these are 4 internet celebrities.
首先呢，我们看到的第一位呢。
I think events in China now are very keen on inviting internet influencers to the scene because they really generate a lot of clicks and a lot of publicity. She forgot her line. She says she's nervous. Failed the second try. Yeah, just ad-lib. She started to ad-lib. Just try not to memorize your lines. Says, come to Chengdu in the winter, and Xiling Snow Mountain is a must-go.
这个旅行新媒体他的作品呢覆盖着公众号、抖音、小红书、视频号、B 站等新媒体平台，超过了400万粉丝。来，成都周边游给大家推荐一下，打招呼。大家好，我是文旅达人，成都周边游，南国玩雪第一假期来西宁雪。
She's a tourism content creator. Oh, he's saying the local Chengdu dialect.
木子先生游玩记是抖音文旅的旅行达人他以优美的文字带给人们不一样的旅行体验。
Okay, so this is also a tourism content creator.
大家推荐一下西岭雪山。
Hello， 大家好，我是达人木子先生游玩记，玩雪滑雪，享受最真实的冬季。我在西岭雪山等你。
Enjoy the most authentic winter in the Xiling Mountains. Oh, she's so beautiful.
汉服博主是央视特别汉服栏目的特邀嘉宾。
Okay, so she's not just a internet influencer, but she's also a Hanfu designer herself.
大家好，我是汉服文旅达人听月。雪季降临，来这里和我一起零距离感受漫天飞雪吧！谢谢大家。
好，来我们4位达人
Come here to experience the snow with me.
这儿有众多的媒体大家记录一个小小的一个短视频，我们一起用最大的声音说：“安逸走成都，冬去西岭雪。”然后点赞，好不好？好，来我们来用最大的声音安逸走成都，冬去西岭雪，赞，好不好？来，3、2、1。谢谢我们的达人们为我们做精彩的。
I want to go talk to that last girl in the Hanfu clothing in just a moment, when she's actually free. But I just wanted to show you this side of the skiing venue. These little beautiful houses. Before I came here, I was doing some research on the internet, and they say this is like a small version of Sweden. And unfortunately, as I said before, we came here the day before yesterday, and it's been just foggy that you can't see past 10 meters. So we didn't really get a chance to experience the natural beauty here, well, and the man-made beauty, of course. But today the weather cleared up a little bit, and it's snowing a little bit. So on the last day here, we were lucky enough to be able to at least get a glimpse of what this area looks like. But just look at what's around us. I can imagine how this place looks like on a sunny day. So, yeah. So my colleague is just asking me if I wanted to talk to that girl in the Hanfu costume. So let's go talk to her.
接下来呢，我们将会邀请到第一轮的签约
啊。
现在特别吵，我会脑子崩是吧
？Okay, so she said it's too noisy right now and it affects her head.
My mind is like it's a mess.
We met 5 minutes before the show.
Maybe after they finish all the activities.
Or maybe we could walk a little.
Pardon?
Maybe we could walk a little further.
携程网是中国目前领先的在线旅行服务公司，向超过9000万会员提供。
Yeah, some people have that thing in their brain, right? They can't stand loud noises. It makes their head pop. So she's talking to her colleague to see if she's. Okay. So the opening ceremony is going to wrap up in just a few minutes. It's supposed to last for about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's about to wrap up. So, yeah, my throat, because I've been basically talking on the top of my voice now, and I would like to see this wrapping up soon as well, because it's just very hard to the throat. So yeah, let's just wait for a few more minutes.
好，谢谢4位嘉宾，请回座，请4位领导留步，还有我们的第2轮。
There are some kids playing with snow over there. Let's go and see. It's actually quite surprising to see. Well, I guess surprising is not the right word, but well, it's a wonderful change to see a few visitors here at the skiing resort, because, like we said before, many people are not are restraining from traveling after China released its COVID restrictions for fear of getting infected. But parents are still taking their children out. 你好，我们是央视英语频道的记者，能简单的跟您说2句吗？你们是从哪儿来的？
成都。
So they come from Chengdu. 开车开了2-3个小时。
对。
Yeah, 2 to 3 hour drive from the Chengdu city center. 小朋友，你来西岭雪山玩开不开心？开心 ，He's very happy。这是你哥哥吗？你在堆什么呢？给我们看。你们要来几天？来玩几天？来玩几天？一天，就只有1天。They come here to play for only 1 day.
好，谢谢我们的见证的领导嘉宾，谢谢我们的签约嘉宾，请回座。
So this is a signing ceremony between the Xiling. 你想说什么？ He seems like he wanted to say something, but he's also a bit shy. But yeah, we were saying that this is a signing ceremony between the Xiling Snow Mountain and two food and traveling apps, the most famous 2 ones in China. And I think after the signing ceremony, the opening ceremony is about to wrap up. Yeah, it is a little bit loud. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
下面呢，我们将会有请四川省文旅厅资源开发处副处长安阳为我们宣读个性，掌声欢迎。
I also have my phone with me, so if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave it under our feed. My colleague just sent me a few. Daywalker from YouTube said, get that panda a space heater. In Detroit, we got winter public park with heated tent. It's pretty cool. So, Daywalker, you're from Detroit. Welcome to the show and thanks for watching. And this guy said, good for you all, enjoy the winter wonderland. It's actually a little bit cold, and it's getting colder because we're literally just stepping on the ice. So the feet are a little bit cold. And YT Raymond Lee, oh, love Hanfu. I love it too, and hopefully when this opening ceremony wraps up and when the sound gets a little calmer, we will be able to speak with the Hanfu designer that I met just 5 minutes before the show. And Basha Ahmed Mohidin, I'm totally screwing this up, sorry. Said wonderful and amazing festival, I like the culture. Caesar Orenz said, had the opportunity to travel in Harbin Ice Festival. It was great and amazing. Harbin is actually in the very northern parts of China. So when it comes to ice and snow festival and activities, no place beats Harbin. But like I said before in the show, just recapping again, it's actually quite wonderful to have this kind of ski resort in southwest China. And in fact, this is the only one in southwest China that reached the national level because it's on the plateau. And it's on the plateau, so the weather is actually, oh my God, it's getting a little difficult for me to keep on shouting. Wonder how long this is going to last. Yeah, but we were saying the Xiling Snow Mountain is located on a plateau. We're now 2,000 meters above sea level, so it's natural for the weather to get cold. To get this cold, which is actually quite rare in southern regions of China. But it's also close to the city center. So, excuse me, I've been talking too loud for too long. It's also close to the city center, so you have the resources and the manpower to build a resort like this. Unlike places on the Tibetan Plateau, which are not really accessible. Lucas Grayson said, culture with a difference. I bet you're talking about the Hanfu. Hindolo George Gegby. Hope I got this right. I'm in Wuhan City. Wish to witness such one day. Wuhan is actually not too far away from Chengdu. This is interesting. What are they doing? Ooh, dry ice. Oh, wow, this is cool. So, the host has just announced that the Xiling Snow Mountain Ice and Snow Festival has officially started. Rana Ali Raza said, I love snow. Hopefully we'll be able to visit here. We welcome you here in Chengdu. And Tracy969 LPN said, hello from New York. Beautiful.
接下来呢，我们的开幕仪式，请大家
Hi, New York.
朝我们的雪山，所有的嘉宾来看着西岭雪山，将会有美好的开幕仪式。
Okay, like I said, the actors and actresses that's been hiding in the fog ever since the start of our live stream are sliding down the hill.
汉服滑雪者寓意着我们的西岭雪山呢，也将会通过我们的
Oh, and they're also dressed in the Hanfu costume.
我们中国的文化传统。
I wish I could go up there and take photos. I bet it's cool to be able to get these actors snowboarding in
我
Hanfu.
们看到了，除了有汉服的滑雪者呢，还有身着熊猫的。
I was told yesterday by the workers here that the skiing season actually doesn't start until the end of this month. And I can see why today, because we're stepping on, it looks like snow, but it's actually quite icy. So if you accidentally fall, it can be quite hurtful.
该项目呢是深受广大游客的喜爱，雪上娱乐项目，可以让游客
And we can see snowmobiles all the way in the back.
风驰运情的快感。同时呢，我们还看到了。 在后面呢是雪地越野车，雪地越野车是集休闲、体育运动、旅游于一体的综合性的特种车辆，车身长宽，外部造型粗犷，非常适合喜爱户外运动的朋友。
Are this pandas in the middle? I can't really see clearly.
啊，向我们整个的主会场缓缓的滑来啊，在风雪当中，我们看亮丽的汉服滑雪者啊，一道美丽的 S 的弧线。
Do you want to walk closer? I'm just asking my cameraman whether we should walk closer for a closer shot for you. Oh, this is wonderful.
亲爱的朋友们，那今天呢，我们的滑雪表演呢非常的精彩。现场所有的嘉宾，大家在路上的同时，能不能来一次欢呼声？3、2、1，欢呼
Woo! Yep, those are pandas, I think. So you can see influencers live streaming here. She just said they're gonna stream all the way till 5 or 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Do you mind if I take a photo?
此时此刻呢，看到憨态可掬的熊猫呢，正在为我们表演各种的造型啊，在我们整个大部队当中呢，今天呢，我们的大熊猫国家公园中滑雪啊，所有的滑雪者呢也是非常的骄傲和自豪，因为呢，只有在西岭雪山才能够享受到如此的荣耀。
Wow. And they're not only dressed in panda costumes because panda is a name card of China, of Sichuan province, of Chengdu city. Also because that the Xiling Snow Mountain is actually part of a giant panda national park. During last year's COP15, the United Nations Biodiversity Conference, President Xi Jinping announced the first batch of 5 national parks.
朋友们，在我们的滑雪通道当中释放的彩烟，也寓意着我们西岭雪山玩法是五彩缤纷，在雪中的世界当中绽放我们的激情。
哇！
也意味着成都西岭雪山第23届南国国西岭雪节的开幕。欢迎大家带着朋友家人前往景区观光。下午呢还有滑雪场、雪地、足球赛等活动。谢谢大家，再见。
Okay. So the opening ceremony is over. I heard the host saying goodbye to us. And we have Flora.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Introduce yourself first.
Hello, my name is Tao Yuan. I'm a Hanfu designer. I used to live in Australia and promote our Hanfu culture. Today, I'm so glad to be here in the Xiling Snow Mountain and to show you guys, to introduce the beautiful snow mountain here.
So I was just now reading some comments on Facebook and YouTube to our audience, and half of the people said that they love the ice and snow here, and the other half are very interested in the Hanfu. So can you tell us a little bit about what you're wearing today?
Okay. So this Hanfu designed by myself.
Oh, wow.
And the name of it called Xiling Snow. Really. So this is designed with my how to say that, like for the snow mountain, you see the red color. It's like meihua, you know, the meihua in China, the beautiful flower in Chinese culture. And also we have inside, the color is from the Jiuzhaigou. Jiuzhaigou had Wu Cai Chi. It's like a 5-color lakes. So
Jiuzhaigou is also a very, very famous scenic spot here in Sichuan province. It's also located on a plateau.
Exactly. And also, I hope everyone can come to here.
And you're saying that this blue is inspired by the Jiuzhaigou lakes.
Exactly. And you see, this clothes is from the Tang Dynasty. I have a lot of friends in foreign country or in Australia. They will say Hanfu. What is Hanfu? Hanfu is that from the Han Dynasty? No, it's not from the Han Dynasty. It's because of our Han nationality traditional dress. So we have a Han Dynasty, we have a Tang Dynasty, Ming, and Song. It's all called Hanfu.
So Hanfu actually comes in various different styles.
Exactly.
Okay, and this one you're wearing is from the Tang Dynasty,
yeah.
About 1,200 years ago.
Exactly, and you guys know the Tang, we have a very famous people called Dufu, and that's why we had the word Xiling Snow Mountain, because he wrote a poem called the window contains the range of the snow mountain
of 1,000 years.
Yeah, of 1,000 years. So that's why we have the beautiful name of the Xiling Snow Mountain.
Right. Are you? I keep asking this, but I'm just very curious. Are you cold at all?
Not really.
Just look how much I'm wearing.
Everyone say, "Oh, are you cold? Is the frozen?" No, because we have fur inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's got fur inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, in the ancient times, people, when they are in the winter, they also need to wear a lot of clothes. So it's everybody say Hanfu, just not think it's very cold. No, we have the Hanfu for winter, we have the Hanfu for summer, and we have for the spring or autumn. It's all different styles.
Wow. And about your hair, it's just so beautiful. How long does it take to do it?
Around like half an hour.
Only?
Yeah, with my makeup, half an hour. My hairdressing is like half an hour, so it's like 1 hour I need to take.
Oh, wow. Just looking at this hair, I would say about 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, and we also have some jewelry. You know,
you want to show it to the camera?
Yeah, it's different jewelry. Like this is flowers, and called Changhua. Changhua is from like we have more than 500 years history.
Okay. And just one last question: Are you Are you local?
Oh yeah, of course I'm local.
From Chengdu?
No, I'm from Luzhou.
Okay, from Luzhou.
But I'm a Sichuan, from Sichuan.
Sichuan people actually have this great cultural confidence, right?
Exactly.
They love their hometown. So
of course.
How is it compared with living in Australia, compared with coming back to your hometown?
You know, in Australia, every time I introduce my hometown, I say, "Hi everybody, I'm from Sichuan." And they will ask, "What kind of place is that?"
Yeah.
And
not many people heard.
Yeah. I will introduce hot pot. panda. And also I have a lot of friends, they have some misunderstanding of the Sichuan province, because they said Sichuan is the south part of China, so you must never seen the snow. I said no. We had the snow mountain here, and this is the biggest snow mountain in Sichuan province, and also the peak 大雪堂. I think it's the highest. It should be the highest mountain.
It's more than 5,000 meters.
Yeah, exactly. So I will tell my friends, you know, Sichuan is a very beautiful province. It contains a lot of different cultures, and we have a different nationality living here. So I'm Han, and also we have some other.
We have Qiang, we have Tibetan.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome to Chengdu, welcome to Sichuan province, and come to see the most beautiful mountain, snow mountain here. Come to Sichuan, eat hot pot, visit panda. Welcome to Sichuan.
It's lovely talking to you. I'm so glad I caught you before the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I just saw Mr. Wu, which is
Where?
Wu 老师.
Hello, Mr. Wu.
Hello. Mr. Wu is from the Xiling Snow Mountains. Can you just introduce yourself to us?
Okay.
先自我介绍，
Okay.
英语中文都可以。
Okay. First English. I'm the marketing manager of the Xiling Snow Mountain, and today is the South Snow Festival and the beginning ceremony. So I'm very happy that a lot of audience and our friends came to Xiling and to celebrate our ceremony. So welcome all our friends. Not only the people in Sichuan and also the people in all of our China.
And this is the 23rd Ice and Snow Festival
yeah.
in Xiling Mountain. How do you? 你自己是经历了多少年? How many years have you personally been through?
我自己一共实际上就经历了，一共是从19年开始到现在四届了已经。
So she's personally managed this Ice and Snow Festival for 4 years.
Yes.
How does it feel the 4th year that you're organizing this event,
呃
especially during the pandemic?
Yeah, it has a big difference between the ceremony this year and the ceremony that I came here, because it has been a very, it has a very huge develop of our technology.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I came here, we only use like very normal technology to introduce the Xiling. Like we go to Shanghai to do some ceremony, not ceremony, to do some how to say, like we introduce ourselves to Shanghai people face to face.
Right.
But now we all use the internet, and it can show our beautiful quickly to all the people around the world, in fact.
Perfect, wonderful. Is there anything else you want to say to our audience, especially overseas ones?
Overseas one, yes. It's like I like to ski. That's why I came here. Yeah, and because I used to ski in Japan, in Canada, and in France, and I also studied in France. So that's my, I think, the favorite things. Yeah. To all the world, I want to say that not only the ski resort out of our country is the best. Our Xiling is also the best.
I love that confidence. So thank you so much, Mr. Wu. I was hoping to speak with Mr. Wu yesterday, but he's just been so busy. He's also short-handed organizing this event. So I'm just really happy that you found the time to speak with us today, and thank you so much. I know you've been busy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you. Go get some rest.
Okay.
Thank you. So we're seeing that the venue has cleared up, and that also brings us to the end of our program. So if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them underneath our live stream. And this is all from us today, and we will see you next time.